What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, coming to you guys after a damn disgusting loss to the Denver Nuggets in their house, coming off of a back-to-back. I get it, guys. We were tired. We just flew in last night at 2 a.m. We just lost a close game last night, and we really laid an egg tonight. But there were some positives, and I'm gonna get into that. But first, let me get into the negatives, guys. I did not like the decision that Luke Walton made of benching D'Angelo Russell for multiple reasons. Because number one, we're late into the season already. You demand consistency from your players, and you demand respect as a coach. And D'Angelo has been playing great up until last night and again tonight. But tonight because he was benched. But last night he had his first bad game where he scored 11 points. He shot like 4 for 14 or something like that. He shot something similar to that stat line tonight. But the problem is that with benching D'Angelo Russell, the problem I have with that is that these young stars nowadays are sensitive, guys. Benching him could really, really, really hurt his psyche. And he probably thinks that the coach wants him to be the leader. That's why he's been playing really great before All-Star break. But I hope this isn't a permanent benching. It'd be okay if he just did it for one game to see how Jordan Clarkson does, because he's been playing great and he played okay again tonight. But it's not good if he keeps him on the bench for the long run, and that's what it looks like, because so far everybody that Luke Walton has benched, Lil Deng, Moskov, Nick Young, they haven't got back off the pine, guys. So this doesn't look very promising for D'Angelo. Hopefully it's just a 1 or 2 game thing, and he'll get over it and start him, because it's not good for anybody. First of all, if you don't want D'Angelo to be a part of your future, you start the crap out of him to the end of the season. You raise his stats, you tell him to shoot as much as possible, and then you trade him in the summer, maybe for a top 10 pick. Because all you're going to do is, besides demoralizing him and bringing his value down, his trade value down, is that you're going to expose him as what you think is not a starting caliber guard, and you're going to bring his trade value down by a lot. And then teams aren't going to offer much in the summer if you don't want D'Angelo. I'm a big fan of D'Angelo. I think he has a lot of potential, but I don't like the way they've brought him along. Ever since last year when we had Kobe, it was pretty much give Kobe the ball and get out of the way. That's not good for developing a young guard. I don't care what none of you guys say. Developing a young guard, he needs time. He needs the ball in his hands, and he needs to be able to learn through his mistakes, especially if it's a top 3 pick, a lottery pick. So I don't like the way they've been handling that situation. All right, that's number one. Number two, if you want to start Clarkson, which I agree with, he's been playing great. You either start him at the shooting guard or you start him at the point guard and move D'Angelo to the 2 guard. David Nwaba is a great defender, but he can't really do much else for your team. He definitely can't spread the floor. So I would have moved D'Angelo to the 2 guard, because you don't want to mess with his psyche, man. Not this late in the season. You want him to be as confident as possible going into next season. And if not, you want to bring up his trade value. That way, if you want to trade him, you get the most out of him. So this is not a very smart move by Luke Walton. But what can I say, guys? It is what it is. He's the coach. I'm the fan. So I'll respect his decision, and let's see what happens moving forward. Hopefully, this is just like a limited time thing. The bright spot, definitely this kid, Ivica Zubac, man. This kid is truly, truly special. I know I say this a lot in the videos, but man, he had an efficient all-star type game tonight, and he did it against pretty good bigs. Nikolai Jokic is no joke, he is a joker, but he's no joke. I really like that kid. He has a soft touch and everything, but Ivica Zubac, guys, we got ourselves a diamond in the rough, big time. He's a lottery pick in this draft. And we got him, we got him with I believe it was the 2nd round pick, or was it late 1st round pick? I'm not sure, but I think we got him with the 2nd round pick, and he looks really, really promising. I'm really happy with him. I couldn't really ask for more. He's a lot more further along than I thought he would be this season. In Summer League he showed a lot of promise, but I thought he was still raw. And then he played good in the D League, and he earned playing time, and now he's a starter. And he should not lose his starting position for nobody. I don't think there's anybody in this year's draft, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 centers, that have more potential than him. But this kid, man, he's our future center. And if he learns to stretch the floor and hit threes, sky's the limit, because that's in the direction that the NBA is headed. All the bigs can now shoot threes. So I'm sure he'll develop that shot because his mid-range shot looks really nice. Um, Man, he was efficient, guys. 25 points, 11 rebounds, and a block for Ivica Zubac, the Croatian sensation. I love that kid, man. That kid he's a for sure commodity on the team. He's somebody you know what you're gonna get. He's been probably one of the most efficient young players we have on the team, and I just love what he did tonight against good competition. And so he should not lose his starting job anymore. You know, unless we had a all-star like DeMarcus Cousins, something like that, but. Even then, I think Ivica Zubac has a brighter future because he plays within the team offense. He doesn't force anything. I like the way he plays. He has a back-to-the-basket game. He can hit you from mid-range. He rebounds, and he protects the rim. What else can you ask for? Maybe, if he loses a couple more pounds and is able to rotate out to the perimeter, he'd be a little bit better off. But all in all, I'm happy with the kid. All right, that was a major bright spot for us this game. I didn't think, that in his first season he would score a 25-point game. That has to be the biggest surprise in the season for me. You guys tell me what's the biggest surprise so far for you in the season. I know it's a disappointing season, but we have to take the W's where we get them. We have to take the wins, the little bright things from the season to move forward. That's what real Laker fans do, guys. That's what we got to do. As far as Ivica Zubac, like I said, he's a known commodity. He's somebody who we have moving forward that we know is going to be a double-double guy. Maybe in his career he'll be a 20-10 guy. If he is, oh my God. What a steal. But, well, we'll see. He's still raw, but I really, really like him. Julius Randle laid an egg, and that's what I don't like about Julius is that he'll have a triple-double one game, and then two games later he's laying an egg. I don't like that about Julius. He's very inefficient. I want him to play at 100% all the time because he is the heart and soul of this team. I mean, when he plays hard, everybody plays hard. Corey Brewer had a good game defensively. He had a Shaq in a full moment. It was kind of funny. He made a behind-the-back pass and a break to Jordan Clarkson, and it went out of bounds. And Shaq was already gonna sentence him to Shaq in the full, but he made it up by getting 2 steals and dunking. And I gotta say I like his effort a lot. D'Angelo didn't have a great game, and you can tell that he was out of it mentally, and that's what I was afraid of. I think he's losing confidence in his coach. I think he's starting to look to the offseason, and that's not good. You cannot check out as a player this soon. And as much as I like D'Angelo, I have to knock him for this. D'Angelo, you lost your starting job. You have to fight for it back. You're not gonna get it by pouting. You're not gonna get it by, playing, this lackadaisical and just settling for jumpers and not getting to the rim and doing the things that kept you at the starting position for most of the season. You have to fight for your spot back. Luke Walton's not gonna say, well, he did horrible. Let's just put him back into his normal position and bring Clarkson back off the bench. I mean, he might, but the shot of that is like 1 out of 10, guys. I hope that's what happens because, like I said, D'Angelo is a starting caliber point guard, and he was playing really great. But unfortunately, the last 2 games have been trash, and I hope that Luke doesn't make this a long-term thing. As much as I want to see Jordan Clarkson in the starting lineup, I'd much rather have D'Angelo because he's a pass first, shoot second guard, even though sometimes he shoots first, right? But either way, guys, this was a bad loss, and I don't know why. I feel like we always get embarrassed for nationally televised games. It kind of pisses me off because the rest of the league is watching, and this really makes us look like we're trasher than we are. We're not this bad, guys. We just have to put in the effort and bring it every single game. Well, yeah, we lost by almost 30, and we play the Houston Rockets on Wednesday, and I'm not looking forward to that. I know they're going to probably thrash us. I know Lou Williams is going to drop like 30, watch. You can bank on that. And but we got to take the positives. Ivica Zubac looks like the brightest spot on the team right now. I did like the fact that Brandon Ingram, his shot, his release point, I'm pretty sure the coaching staff has been telling him, it looks a lot more fluent. Like he's been releasing on his way up instead of on his way down. I've been saying it in the past couple of games. He holds the ball too much on his jump shot, and that affects his jump shot. He even gets contested when he's open. So he has to, make that release point quicker, and he did that for the most part in the second half of the game. So that's good for him. He dropped 14 points. He was pretty efficient. He went like 7 for 13. So that's not bad. The ones who played bad in this game were D'Angelo and Julius, and like I said, they got to step it up. They got to be more efficient. But I'm just disappointed that D'Angelo was benched when he was being efficient and he had one bad game. I was looking forward to him seeing how he reacted in this game, see if he redeemed himself. But it is what it is, guys. That's just my opinion. I definitely appreciate all the comments. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys after the Wednesday game. Peace out.